can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Great. You can put your hand down and please take a seat. Okay. So let's begin with the interview. Can I see your permanent resident card, your passport, and a form of ID? There's no need to give them to me, just show them to me. Okay. And there it is. Thank you. Now, can you please place your right hand index finger in the scanner? Okay. Now, can you please place your left index finger on the scanner? Perfect. Thank you. Now, I'm just going to need to take a quick picture. Can you please look into the camera? Don't move. One more. Perfect. All right, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Just please answer yes or no. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Okay. Why not? Okay. Do you now have or do you ever had inheritance title or an order of nobility from any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined into a mental institution? What is a mental institution? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Do you have your current or your last tax form with you? Can I see them? Just place them in the desk, please. Thank you. Tell me about your taxes. Usually when you file your taxes, do you have to pay taxes or you receive a refund? And how do you file your taxes? Jointly or individual? Okay. Here they are. Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or another location in the world? Have you ever been a member of, or any way associated with, the Communist Party, with any other totalitarian party, with a terrorist organization? Have you ever advocated either directly or indirectly the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted either directly or indirectly any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way, either directly or indirectly, with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion. What is religion? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te está yendo con la práctica? Recuerda que si te gustaría prepararte para responder una entrevista como esta, ofrecemos un curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. En este curso encontrarás un orden de trabajo sin interrupciones que podrás estudiar a tu propio ritmo y a tus propios tiempos sin importar tu nivel de inglés. Además, contarás con el apoyo de nuestro equipo ayudándote en tu preparación. Recuerda, esta página es cursosconfernando.com. Continuemos con la práctica. Mucha suerte. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilant unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization. Do you understand the concept militia? Can you please explain it to me? Thank you. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay? What is a labor camp? Thank you. Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? Do you ever self-give or provide weapons to any person, or help another person self-give or provide weapons to any person? Do you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? What is a weapon? Do you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Do you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that help or support people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted in, committed, or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? What is cited? Okay. Have you ever been charged with committed, attempting to commit, or assisted in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed in probation, or been paroled? Have you ever been in jail or prison? How about back in your country of origin? Were you ever in jail or prison back in your country of origin? Okay. Have you ever been a habitual drunker? Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or pay alimony? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? What is a habitual drunkard? Have you ever given any U.S. government official any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered, removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Do you understand what deportation is? Can you explain it to me? Thank you. Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Okay. Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? Okay. Can I see your selective service document, please? Thank you. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Here you go.
What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? How many amendments does the Constitution have? The House of Representatives has how many voting members? What are the two major political parties in the United States? When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. What is the capital of the United States? Who signs bills to become laws? What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? Okay. Now we are going to do the reading and writing portion of the interview. Please pay attention to the tablet in front of you. Please read the following sentence that you see on the screen. Okay, please write the following sentence. The citizens elect Congress. The citizens elect Congress. The citizens elect Congress. Okay, great. Thank you. Did you fill out this application yourself? Who helped you fill out this application? Is there any information that you need to update on your application? How long have you been a permanent resident? Okay. What is your date of birth? What is your complete name? Are you going to change your name? What is your social security number? What is your height and your weight? Where were you born? Do you have any marriage certificates or divorce papers that you need to show me today? Okay, if you can please set them on the table here so that I can review them. Okay, I will make copies and give you back the originals at the end of the interview. What is your marital status? Is your spouse a U.S. citizen? How many times have you been married? Were you ever married back in your country of origin? Have you ever been divorced? Are your parents U.S. citizens? Were your parents married before your 18th birthday? Do you have children? How many children do you have? Are they your biological children? What is your address? How long have you lived at this address? Where do you work? Okay. How long have you worked there? Now, regarding your trips out of the United States, when was the last time you traveled out of the United States? Where did you travel to? How long were you out of the United States? How many trips have you taken out of the United States in the last 5 years? How many total days have you spent outside of the United States in the last 5 years? Now, what is one thing you plan on doing if you become a United States citizen? Okay, great. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? What is the form of government of the United States? Okay. Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction? Okay, give me one moment. Okay. Please pay attention to the tablet in front of you. You're going to see some information about your application and your interview today. You're going to have to sign 3 times. Go ahead and start reviewing and signing the documents, please. Please keep scrolling to the bottom until you see a pink button. Press the button to begin signing. Okay, 2 more signatures, please. Scroll to the bottom and press the button at the bottom to sign. And 1 more signature, please. Okay, great. Here are your documents back. At this time, I am going to recommend your application as approved. Congratulations. So what you're going to do next is step outside into the lobby, and you're going to wait there for further instructions because you're actually going to have your oath ceremony today. Yes. Do you have any other questions for me before we end your interview? Okay, great. Once again, congratulations.
Si te gustaría informarte de cómo son las entrevistas en la oficina que a ti te corresponde, dónde tendrás tu entrevista, te invito a que nos sigas en nuestro segundo canal de YouTube, Citizens Ahora. En este segundo canal ponemos experiencias todos los días de diferentes partes del país. Puede ser que una de estas experiencias te dé información que tú necesitas para tu entrevista. Así que no olvides, síguenos en nuestro segundo canal de experiencias, Citizens Ahora.